As the years pass, many find themselves reflecting on the changes that come with aging. There's a gentle shift in how the body feels, particularly when it comes to strength and mobility. Perhaps you've noticed it too. The little things that once felt easy now require a bit more effort. Have you ever considered how these changes impact your daily life? It's a common experience for many, and it's entirely normal to feel a mix of emotions about it. Imagine a time when you could spring up the stairs without a second thought or play energetically with your grandchildren in the yard. The laughter and joy of those moments are precious, yet they often seem to drift further away as we grow older. A strong foundation is critical not just for a house but also for our bodies. Just like the sturdy base that keeps a home safe and sound, our legs serve as the pillars supporting us through life's activities. When those legs are weak, everyday tasks can become daunting, hindering our independence and enjoyment. Consider a story that illustrates this well. There's a remarkable woman named Clara who, at 65, found herself struggling to keep up with her lively grandchildren. The laughter that once filled her home seemed to fade as she watched from the sidelines. Clara's experience is not unique. Many people face similar challenges. But with the realization that strength is pivotal, Clara began a simple journey of movement. It was not about performing complex exercises, but rather about rediscovering her legs' power. Over time, she found joy in playful games and spontaneous outings, all thanks to a renewed commitment to her leg strength. This leads to a fundamental truth. Nurturing our legs is essential for maintaining overall well-being, not just physically but emotionally too. Consider how simple activities like climbing a flight of stairs, walking in the park, or even carrying groceries can infuse your day with purpose and delight. When your legs are strong, life opens up in ways that enrich your experience and enhance your mobility. You regain that freedom to chase after excitement and find joy in simple moments. So, let's explore a handful of effective exercises designed specifically for those who wish to regain strength in their legs without feeling overwhelmed. These exercises are accommodating and can fit seamlessly into your routine. They do not demand hours of your day but instead invite a gentle, engaging practice that can lead to remarkable results. As you read on, take a moment to visualize how you might feel if you incorporated these movements into your life. Can you imagine reclaiming that energy to dance with your grandchildren or the satisfaction of completing a day's errands more easily? The power of movement is within your reach, and small steps can lead to substantial change. Embracing this journey is not merely about physical strength, it's about enhancing your quality of life, ensuring you can continue to do the things you love as time unfolds. As Clara embarked on her journey of rediscovering movement, she was not alone. Stories of resilience and transformation abound. For instance, there's Robert, a retired teacher in his early 70s, who faced a similar struggle. When his wife passed away, life lost its brightness. Robert found himself slipping into a routine that involved less movement and more hours spent in front of the television. With every passing day, the stairs became steeper, and the park that once welcomed joyful walks stood dormant, an untouched reminder of happier days. It was a chance encounter at the community center that sparked a shift in his mindset. He joined a local walking group, led by a spirited former athlete named Janet. At first, he hesitated, feeling out of place amid the chatter and laughter. Yet, as they strolled through the neighborhood, something remarkable happened. Robert felt the camaraderie of the group. Their stories and shared struggles became a source of comfort. Step by step, he learned that movement didn't have to be a solitary endeavor. It could be filled with laughter, companionship, and even a bit of competition, like racing to the next lamppost. With each walk, Robert began to regain not only strength in his legs, but also a sense of purpose. He started to incorporate simple leg exercises into his routine. A few minutes of leg lifts while watching the news, squats while waiting for water to boil, and even gentle stretches before bed. His newfound energy seeped into other aspects of his life. He reconnected with friends, joined book clubs, and began volunteering at the local library. Those small, consistent steps transformed his world, and he once again could enjoy vibrant conversations over coffee, laughter ringing through the air. A common theme emerges in these stories: the power of community and the significance of small victories. Each step taken, no matter how small, contributes to a greater sense of strength, both physically and emotionally. This resonates profoundly with the idea that aging does not mean losing the ability to create new experiences. Instead, it invites us to be creative with our routines, finding inspiration in unexpected places. As we delve deeper into nurturing our legs, let's focus on exercises that embody this journey towards strength. Begin with seated marches. an easy yet effective way to engage your leg muscles. While sitting on a sturdy chair, lift one knee and then the other, as if marching in place. This can ignite a sense of vigor. Gradually increase the duration as you feel comfortable, and soon, you may find yourself naturally transitioning into standing marches, a glorious way to celebrate your progress. If you yearn for something dynamic, perhaps you could try the classic heel-toe walk. It's like dancing, only with a purpose. Visualize walking in a straight line, placing your toe just in front of your heel with each step, and feel the stretch along your legs and the balance you cultivate. It's not just about the legs. It's a joyful reminder that movement can feel fluid and liberating. Then there's the beloved wall sit, a move that challenges and empowers. Lean against a wall and gently slide down until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Hold the position and feel your muscles engage, not just in your legs but throughout your core, providing support that radiates strength. It's a moment to breathe, reflect, and feel connected to the very foundation of your body. Visualize yourself embracing these movements each day, nurturing a bond with your legs as you practice. Imagine the laughter shared with friends or the spontaneous adventures emerging as you grow more comfortable with each step. With persistence, each exercise becomes a building block, not just for your physical capacity but also for your spirit. As we move to the next chapter, remember that the power of transformation lies in your willingness to take the first step. The path to reclaiming strength is not a solitary one but a journey shared with countless others, all striving to fill their lives with vitality and purpose. As the pages turn, may your heart be open to the possibilities that lie ahead. The sun began to rise higher in the sky as Clara settled into her daily routine, a ritual that now felt infused with a sense of purpose and excitement. Each morning she would look out her kitchen window, watching her grandchildren play in the yard, their laughter a sweet reminder of the joy that movement can bring. Clara had recently invited them to join her in her newfound journey toward leg strength, transforming moments of exercise into playful adventures. One sunny afternoon, Clara decided to host a Grandma's Movement Challenge. She set up an obstacle course in her backyard, filled with playful activities that not only engaged her legs, but also encouraged her grandchildren to join in on the fun. There were hula hoops to hop through, cones to weave around, and a final sprint to the tree at the far end of the yard. Laughter echoed through the air as she raced her spirited grandchildren, feeling every decade of her life melt away with each stride. This challenge became a weekly occurrence, a chance for the entire family to bond while celebrating movement. Clara discovered that this shared experience has its own special magic. The simple act of exercising together became a beautiful tapestry woven with connection and joy. One day, her grandson, eager to add a twist to the routine, suggested they incorporate leg squats while balancing a small ball between them. Unsurprisingly, they fell into fits of laughter as they wobbled and struggled to maintain their balance. This playful spirit not only made exercising enjoyable but also turned it into a cherished family tradition. As the weeks turned into months, Clara's legs grew stronger, and so did her confidence. She was no longer a passive observer, but an active participant in her grandchildren's lives. The familiar places they visited transformed. The park where she once sat watching became a vibrant playground filled with new adventures. Clara's heart swelled with pride each time she navigated the hills, her laughter floating in the breeze, dancing alongside her grandchildren as they raced each other to the swings. Alongside Clara's journey, Robert continued to flourish within the warmth of his newfound community. The walking group that began as a tentative effort had blossomed into a circle of friends he now looked forward to seeing each week. During their walks, they didn't just cover distance, they navigated the landscapes of their stories, sharing memories, dreams, and even the lessons learned from their struggles. His bond with Janet grew stronger too. As their conversations deepened, Robert found a confidant in her, someone who understood not just the journey of fitness but the journey of life itself. One weekend, Janet inspired the group to participate in a local charity walk. At first, Robert hesitated, doubts creeping back, yet he felt emboldened by the encouragement of his newfound friends. They agreed to take it at their own pace, each step contributing to a cause greater than themselves. On the day of the event, as they were lined up at the starting point, the energy in the air was palpable. The sun smiled down on the sea of participants, creating a vibrant mosaic of colors and stories. As they began their walk, Robert's heart raced, not from exertion but from a mixture of excitement and nervousness. Yet with every stride he found strength not just in his legs but in the camaraderie around him. Fellow walkers shouted words of encouragement, cheers echoing through the streets, igniting the sense of community within him. Before he knew it, he was chatting and laughing, that familiar weight of loneliness lifting with each step he took alongside his friends. As the walk came to an end, Robert stood at the finish line, his face beaming with pride. He had done it. More than the physical achievement, it was the emotional victory that resonated most profoundly. The collective experience had filled him with warmth, a new spark of energy lighting up his spirit. Together they celebrated their accomplishments, linking arms and grinning at the shared journey that had brought them closer than they ever imagined possible. In witnessing these transformations, it becomes clear that the power of strength, not just in the legs but in connections and community, plays a quintessential role in fostering well-being. The tales of Clara and Robert are testament to how embracing movement, whether playfully in a backyard or united in a charity event, can be the catalyst for change that impacts both body and mind. As you ponder these experiences, let's delve further into practical ways to foster leg strength with enjoyment at the forefront. Think about adding rhythm to your movements with simple dance steps, allowing music to guide your legs as you sway, shuffle, or twirl. Dance can be a form of exercise that makes you feel joyful and connected, not just to your own body but also to the music, the environment, and those around you. Incorporating balance exercises can also enhance your strength while reducing the risk of falls, an essential facet as we grow older. Perhaps a routine of standing on one leg while brushing your teeth could turn a mundane task into a playful challenge. Or venture into the world of Tai Chi, a beautiful blend of art and movement that promotes not only leg strength but also tranquility, inviting a sense of peace in every flow of motion. As the chapters of our lives continue to unfold, may you carry the stories and lessons of Clara, Robert, and countless others with you. The journey towards strength, laughter, and connection is a path worth exploring, filled with moments that enrich the tapestry of our lives. Each step taken is not just a physical endeavor, it's a testament to resilience, creativity, and the boundless joy found in movement, a gift that keeps giving no matter the age. Embrace it, honor it, and watch how it transforms not only your legs, but your life. As the sun began to rise over the horizon anew, Clara found herself filled with a burgeoning sense of possibility. Each day was no longer a routine, it had transformed into an opportunity to engage her body and heart in ways that inspired not just her, but those around her. Her Grandma's Movement Challenge, which had started as a playful initiative, blossomed into a multi-generational celebration of strength and vitality. Each week, her backyard became a playground of laughter, sweat, and camaraderie. One particular weekend, Clara decided to elevate the challenge. Inspired by the sounds of giggles and excitement that filled her home, she scoured the local thrift shops, searching for items that could spice up her obstacle course. Colorful beach balls, hula hoops, even a set of plastic cones found their way into her cart. With every item she brought home, Clara felt a spark of creativity igniting within her. On the day of the challenge, the sun shone brightly, illuminating Clara's backyard, where a kaleidoscope of colors danced among the greenery. Her grandchildren arrived, their eyes wide with anticipation. Clara had transformed her yard into an interactive sports arena. "This week we have a special twist," she announced, her voice filled with enthusiasm. "We'll all be playing for points towards a grand prize. A family picnic, complete with homemade sandwiches and a treasure hunt." As her grandchildren cheered, Clara felt a surge of joy. The energy in the air was electric. They took their positions, and the games began. The obstacle course, which required them to hop over cones, sprint between hula hoops, and balance on a line of chalk drawn on the ground, fostered a sense of playfulness and friendly competition. Clara's heart swelled with pride as she joined in, pumping her legs while challenging her grandchildren to beat her in a final sprint. As they raced toward the finish line, Clara noticed something remarkable. It wasn't about who won or lost. It was about the vibrant exchange of love, laughter, and connection. They collapsed in a heap on the grass, breathless and beaming. Clara realized this was more than just exercise. It was the embodiment of joy, the purest form of movement that nourished her spirit and forged familial bonds. Across town, Robert had also been reaping the rewards of community and playful engagement. His walking group, originally formed out of necessity, had transformed into a cherished part of his life. They often shared not just their strides but also their stories, each session a new chapter in their evolving fellowship. One crisp autumn morning, as they strolled through the vibrant foliage, Janet announced that they would all participate in a local charity event, the Hustle for Health 5K run, aimed at promoting fitness among seniors. Robert hesitated but felt buoyed by the excitement that spread through the group like wildfire. "We can walk, jog, or whatever works for each of us," Janet reassured. "It's all about participating." As the date approached, Robert began to train, inspired not by the distance but by the spirit of togetherness. He incorporated his new routine of simple leg exercises into his days, sneaking in leg lifts during his coffee breaks and practicing balancing on one foot as he brushed his teeth. On the day of the run, the air was crisp and a palpable sense of anticipation hung over the crowd. Participants wore festive outfits and friendly smiles, eager to take part in something larger than themselves. When the starting horn sounded, Robert felt a rush of adrenaline, a blend of nervousness and exhilaration. Taking a deep breath, he began walking, each step feeling lighter than the last. Surrounded by his friends, Robert realized he wasn't alone in this journey. The camaraderie infused every step with encouragement. He heard shouts of support, laughter, and stories shared mid-stride. As they rounded the final stretch, he caught sight of Clara's grandchildren, who had come to cheer them on. Their shouts of "Go, Grandpa!" resonated in his heart, boosting his pace. Crossing the finish line together, Robert felt an overwhelming sense of achievement wash over him. He may not have been the fastest, but what mattered was the journey, the moments shared, and the relationships strengthened. High fives and cheers erupted as they celebrated not just their personal victories, but the power of community that had rallied around them. In the days that followed, both Clara and Robert felt a renewed sense of vitality and exploration. Clara began inviting her friends for joint movement sessions, offering her backyard as a safe space for light-hearted exercise and social connection. Guided by playfulness, they explored new games and even formed a gardening club that combined mild leg strength exercises with the joy of nurturing life. Meanwhile, Robert took an active role in his walking group, suggesting themed walks to explore different parks in the area. They became more than just a walking group. They were a support network, embarking on adventures and sharing healthy cooking tips, often finishing their walks with a community breakfast at a local cafe. The impact of these transformations reached beyond fitness. Clara and Robert discovered that as their legs grew stronger, so did their resilience in facing life's challenges. Clara's grandchildren looked up to her with admiration, seeing her not just as a caregiver, but as a vibrant participant in their lives. Robert became a standing figure of inspiration, a beacon of hope for others in the community who longed for connection and movement. Their journeys are reminders that movement is not merely about the physical act, but is deeply intertwined with emotion and community spirit. As Clara and Robert embraced their efforts, they nurtured a broader awareness of wellness, inviting those around them to join in the dance of life. Consider your own journey. What small steps can you take today that may lead to surprising changes? What movements could you embody that might transform not just your legs, but the very essence of your life? The beauty of it all lies in understanding that every effort counts, no matter how small. As you read on, keep in mind that the road to strength and vitality is an adventure filled with laughter, connection, and endless opportunities. Like Clara with her grandchildren and Robert with his walking group, you too can find ways to celebrate movement, embracing every dance step, every sprint, every laugh, and weaving them into the rich fabric of your life. With each movement embraced, may new stories unfold, guiding you toward the strength and joy that await just beyond your next step. As Clara and Robert continued their journeys of rediscovery, it became clear that the power of human connection was a thread woven throughout their experiences. Clara found that her backyard movement challenges not only rekindled her physical strength, but also sparked friendships in ways she hadn't anticipated. One afternoon, while preparing for another challenge, she received a surprise visit from her neighbor, Anna, a vibrant woman in her late 60s who had recently retired and was looking for ways to engage with the community. "What are you up to over there, Clara?" Anna called as she hopped the fence, her curiosity palpable. Clara, ever welcoming, invited her into the playful chaos. It didn't take long for Anna to be swept up in the excitement of the obstacle course. They bounced ideas off each other, and soon Anna proposed a series of themed days: Hula Hoop Day, where they'd incorporate fun tricks, and Balance Day, where they'd all practice walking along a makeshift beam Clara set up using sturdy boards. As the weeks unfolded, the gatherings grew, attracting more neighbors and friends, creating a nurturing environment filled with laughter, motivation, and companionship. They celebrated each other's achievements, from mastering a new balance technique to simply showing up and trying. It didn't matter if they stumbled or struggled, what mattered most was the effort and joy in participating. Clara's backyard became a hub of activity, a safe space where age melted away, and the essence of playfulness thrived. Meanwhile, across town, Robert was cultivating a different but equally important connection with his walking group. As they ventured out to different parks, they stumbled upon hidden gems. The quirky little coffee shop tucked behind the trees, the local farmers market bustling with fresh produce, and even a small art gallery showcasing local artists. Each walk was infused with a sense of discovery, turning what was once a mundane route into a vibrant adventure. On one of their walks, Robert met Mary, a fellow elder with a zest for gardening. Their shared interest ignited conversations that turned into plans for a community garden initiative. "Why not bring some greenery back into our neighborhood?" Mary suggested, her eyes glinting with excitement. Inspired by the idea, Robert rallied his walking group, and together they transformed a neglected lot into a flourishing garden space where everyone could grow their own vegetables and herbs. What began as a simple act of movement had cultivated deeper relationships. Neighbors who once shared only quick greetings now exchanged recipes, tips on caring for their plants, and stories from their lives that brought an abundance of wisdom into their interactions. Robert marveled at this evolution. The garden became a living testament to how strength, both in body and community, fosters belonging and purpose. As the seasons changed, Clara's mower roared to life in the yard, and she decided to give her family's fitness adventures a seasonal twist. Transitioning from fun challenges in the sun to cozy winter activities, she organized Winter Movement Fun Days. She brought in winter sports gear for her grandchildren, introducing them to snowball fights, sledding, and even a friendly game of touch football on the snowy lawn. Each laugh echoed in the frosty air, crafting memories layered with warmth. Clara took advantage of the winter setting to diversify their movements too. She introduced exercises that suited the colder weather, like winter walks wearing cozy layers, making snow angels, and crafting snowmen that required collective lifting and teamwork. The creative spirit breathed life into every interaction, and her grandchildren developed not only physical strength but resilience and adaptability by navigating various forms of play. Simultaneously, Robert's community garden flourished, blooming with vegetables and flowers that congregated neighbors around shared effort and joy. One sunny afternoon, as they harvested the first tomatoes, Robert experienced a revelation. He could turn their labor of love into something even more impactful, a neighborhood potluck. They invited those in their community, encouraging everyone to bring a dish made from fresh produce, fostering connection through food and conversation. On the day of the potluck, the air shimmered with anticipation as families arrived, carrying baskets filled with vibrant dishes crafted from the garden's bounty. As conversations flowed, laughter intertwined with the sounds of clinking dishes, stories of life, love, and lessons shared at long wooden tables adorned with wildflowers from the garden, creating an enchanting atmosphere. That evening, Robert stood up and shared how unexpected connections and the simple act of planting seeds had changed not just gardens but lives, blossoming into friendships and sense of belonging within their community. Recognition lit up the faces of his neighbors. Others chimed in with their own stories of resilience, highlighting an intricate tapestry of human experience woven over handshakes, shared meals, and newfound health. With each story shared by Clara and Robert, a vibrant theme emerged. The beauty of movement and connection not only sustains physical strength, but rejuvenates the spirit, empowering those around us. It's an embodiment of the idea that we're not meant to navigate our journeys alone. Finding allies in others enhances the richness of our lives, reminding us that joy multiplies when shared. As you reflect on these stories, consider how you might add a touch of community to your own life. What small gatherings, playful challenges, or cooperative endeavors could bolster the health of both your body and soul? The journey toward vitality is not merely personal. It's a collective dance, one that beckons each of us to find rhythm and harmony with those around us. Embrace these small yet impactful opportunities to nurture your well-being and those you love. The adventure continues, with each movement resonating in the laughter and love that envelop every shared moment. The path ahead is wide open, waiting for you to take that next joyous step forward. And as you do, know you are not alone. All around you are hearts eager to stride alongside in the exploration of vitality, together crafting stories of strength, laughter, and love.